beautifully. Today I decided to bake mixed vegetable. That was spinach, and this is kale. And this particular vegetable, I don't know the name, please. If you know the name, leave it in the comment section. And I cut my vegetable. I have to cut it nicely, and then I'll put it inside the water. And then I remember that, I have to wash my tomatoes, and I put it on the pot while I'm cutting my vegetables. So I fix my tomatoes. I always remove those eyes. I don't like it inside my food. I cut it nicely. They always say cut it in a. I cut my tomato very nice in a nicely form. That's me cutting my tomatoes. I cut it and I put it inside a bowl, ready to fry. So I continue cutting my vegetable. That was spinach. That's spinach. I cut it properly, and then I cut this one. I don't know this vegetable's name. I'm going to check it out. Anyway, I make sure that I cut it nicely thin, and then I put it inside the water and rinse, and I wash it properly. I sieve it, put it in the pot, take hot water and put it inside, and I put it on the fire, and that was it. It was already ready. This thing you have to leave it for like 2 seconds and it's out. I have to put everything in cold water so that you stop the cooking process, because if you leave inside the water, the hot water is going to cook to soften. So that's me. I wash it again. I squeeze out the water in it. Guys. And that's my fish. I said, let me wash my fish. I clean my fish. I remember, I have to put the pot in the fire. I put granite oil. I put my onions. And then there goes I let it cook for like few seconds. I put the tomatoes inside. Guys, pardon me, please. I put the tomatoes inside, but the tomatoes has cooked to that point. I put in all the ingredients. That's my Cameroon pepper going in, my seasoning cube. I just drop it inside. It's going to dissolve anyway. That's another one I opened, and it was already ready. I put in my vegetable. I mix properly. I have to, that this you have to mix so that every spices will incorporate in the vegetable, and you get a taste and the delicious yummy that you are looking for. I continue with my fish. I have to clean the fish properly, marinate the fish, and then I will put it inside there. I don't want to fry it. All these times I don't admire frying things. So I always try to use my air fryer. That's the fish. I put it inside the bowl, and this fish seasoning is a life changing. It just need just this fish seasoning, because I'm not a fan of too much salt. I put in my mixed vegetable, my mixed spices that I've blended. I put in white pepper. I know I like white pepper for the flavor. I put a little vegetable oil, and I mix properly. That's me mixing the Cameroon style. Not the Cameroon style, please. The style best. Now I took my air fryer. I put the baking paper inside. You see, the baking paper was already inside, and I put the fish inside. Boom! It goes to my air fryer. I on it, and I continue with my other activity. I check the fish. It was ready. You see how nice it is. So I have to eat this with fufu corn. That's the fufu corn. That's what we have here. And you have to mix with water and let it you mix it very well so that you don't have all these eyes, because it's the mixing process that is going to give you the best fufu corn. I have to add hot water in it. Add hot water and cook, and that was where we add another fufu corn. You need strength. You need to turn fufu corn. Add hot water again and let it to cook. Cover the pot and let it to cook. And I turn. Fufu corn is not a small process. It's not like garri that you just put it, boom, it's finished. Fufu corn, you have to cook, and this rapun, you have to tear the rapun slightly halfway to get what you have to wrap the fufu in it, the fufu corn in it. So that's it. I was saying that this is how you have to make it. You have to have this shape. And I take my measuring cup, 1 cup of fufu corn. Guys, not actually 1 cup, please. Don't mind me. I put in 1 cup. Maybe you can put in 5 cups. It depends on your rapun. I'm sure all of us use the same rapun. So I put in, I wrap, I repeat the same process again, and this is the shape you need to have, and that's it. My fufu was ready, and this is the end product. It's yummy.